Maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka Maka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a way to start a show.
I think so. I think it's fabulous.
Yeah. So whatever Maylee mean it. Yeah, Hawaiian. Hello, Merry Christmas. We are back for another episode on
Flock around the table.
You Got It. I'm
Episode
Deb.
number 23.
Yeah.
What's the date today? Somebody help me
The
out.
29th.
Yeah.
29.
Yep.
Big buckets.
Yeah.
I'm Mika.
Sue.
I'm Deb. And we're ready for the Christmas
And
holiday.
we're in disguise again.
Yes.
You can't tell who's who, can you?
No.
Look.
Can you figure out who's who?
Yeah.
We should just sit. One of these days we're going to sit in separate seats and we're going to see if you know it. Yeah. You guys
Oh, then
We will. One
Yeah.
of these days.
Yeah, one of these days. So
yeah, no one will be able to tell. You've got a little string hanging there.
Do I?
Oh, I got it.
Can you tell I went to the Dollar Tree again? There we
You
go.
need to get yours up too. All three at the same time.
Yay!
That would be a great little.
We have a flock of
Oh,
reindeer
excuse
here.
me.
So
The flock of reindeer. What
Flock
is
of
a
reindeer.
flock of reindeer?
I don't know. I'll look it up later.
A herd.
Herd, probably.
Probably a
I would-
herd.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Anyway, so everybody have a good, safe Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Good.
You?
I have the hiccups.
Oh,
Boo.
oh, that did it. Hold your breath until you pass out.
Then when you peel me up off the floor, they'll be gone?
Yeah, no. You'll be gone.
Oh, that wouldn't be good. No.
You peeled me up off the floor before.
He's
Yeah.
soft.
Is he soft?
He needs a
He's
name.
very soft.
I know. We need to get.
I'm gonna pet him.
I know.
I wonder what it'd look like if I stuck this one behind my ear like I do all the pets.
Oh, that'd be fun. You got two little antlers sticking out.
God.
You could stick him through your ponytail.
Oh
I
yeah.
could put him through my ponytail.
Yeah. There you go.
There.
Oh,
that.
that's cool. You wouldn't
It
even
does
need,
look.
and you don't even need your eyes. You have your total decoration already.
Look at that.
Cool. I think that's great.
We're getting ready for the Christmas holiday, as you can see.
Yes, we're getting
And-
I
into
thought
it.
we were getting ready for Valentine's Day.
No, that's later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Deb really, really, really likes Christmas.
I do like Christmas. I have
Really?
a bunch of blow-ups, and I have a bunch. We're actually putting lights on.
I
the
am
one
so
tree in the
going to
back.
come over to your house and take pictures and
You
put
should.
it up on Instagram so everybody else out there in the world can see what her yard looks like at Christmas time.
Well, actually, when I was driving here, there was somebody who had it even better because they had like the metal ones and a lot of candy canes and things like that, and they have some of the older plastic. I have the blow-up ones, and I don't have enough of them, but Mikey won't let me put any more of them up. So
How could you?
right? Well, I wait till they go on
How many
sale.
are enough?
Oh, I want to have at least 40. I want the whole yard full.
The flock of birds.
I want
Now,
it
see,
all over the place.
Abner's not going to have any place to go outside and go potty.
Well, he doesn't go in the front yard.
He's going to hike a leg on Frosty.
On Frosty.
And then
Frosty's
it'll
going
be-
to melt.
Yellow snow.
It's going to be yellow Frosty.
And it isn't that he's going to want my thing in the back, and Mike doesn't want to put anything in the back because he's afraid that one of these days he's going to go out there and it'll be because
Abner's going to pee on
the
a-
connection,
Yeah.
on a
So,
connection somewhere.
on the connection somewhere. So, but this
Oh.
year is the first year we're going to put lights out in the back. So
My favorite Christmas ornaments were the year that my husband died. My boys and I went to San Salvador, an island in the Bahamas, for Christmas, and we were scuba divers. So, which explains my shirt. You all
Right.
tell me what this is, you all.
It's a red and white square.
But it's
Rectangle.
it signifies something,
sure it
and
does.
they'll know.
I don't know because I'm not a scuba diver.
Anyway, so we drove around the island because we were going to do a night dive, and there were plastic snowmen on this island in the Bahamas.
Oh my gosh, fantastic.
They were great. They were great, and they didn't melt, which is probably the only way that you're going to have a snowman was to.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's the only
it was
way they're gonna do
hysterical.
that. That's fun. That's the way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's one of my favorite Christmas memories is the plastic
and
snowman.
If those people still have them today, they're probably worth a small fortune because you can't find those plastic antique ones like that. My neighbor has one that's got to be about that old. He's got one that's like 30 years old.
This tickles my eye.
I know. That's why I kind of took mine off.
See, I think they're totally fine on me. I might just wear mine the whole time. You guys can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll have Rudolph just
Hanging up there. You have Rudolph?
tagging along.
I guess
Yeah, it should be Rudolph.
I'll be blitzing. Blitzed. What's the
Oh, not ever.
No, not ever.
No, you don't ever
So,
get blitzed.
okay, let's not
You
skip
could be
the last
Prancer.
holiday that we had.
Oh, you want to talk about Thanksgiving?
Turkey Day?
So, Turkey Day. I hope
Turkey Day.
everybody had a good Thanksgiving and stayed safe and had what they wanted to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And they got shopping. You guys didn't do any
No,
shopping?
no.
Not even
I
online?
didn't.
We
I did
watched-
none.
We watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which was incredibly long and greatly modified, and then
Pretty
watched.
short. I mean, because it was just a
I
block.
didn't watch any of it.
Yeah, but it time-wise, it was huge.
Yeah.
But then we watched the Westminster Dog show.
Yeah.
And watched the dogs be judged. And I sat there and I was with my mother, and I'd say, "Oh, Mom, that's a cute one," and she'd go, "Yeah."
Yeah.
She's not that crazy about dogs.
Yeah.
Although my dog, I have a little dog that is Bichon Shih Tzu mix, and his name is Harley. And he spent I was up at my mom's for a week, and he spent that week sitting beside her on the couch. Now,
I don't blame him though. I
Yeah.
would have too had I been him.
yeah,
Because wait till you hear.
she had gotten these meat sticks, like pepperoni sticks, and
Like human meat sticks.
yeah, human meat sticks.
Yeah.
And she was cutting them up and giving them to him for a treat. So when I got ready,
Bless her heart.
when I got ready to go home, and I said, "Harley, we need to go," because he's typically like right in the car. He wouldn't get in the car. He went back in the house.
Says nay, nay, brown cow. I'm not going. No.
He said, "I'm staying
staying-
with Grandma."
I'm staying with the lady who's giving me the peppermint stick or pepperoni sticks.
Yeah. Heck with this dry crap you give me, and maybe
Yeah.
I'm over this, you know?
I know. It was so funny
And
because
then when you got home and you gave him a treat, did he like go?
yeah, I have little milk bone things,
And he just sort of looked at
he
you
was
like,
Those
What?
are dry as dust. Like, why do I want those? I'm gonna go back to that lady who was giving me the pepperoni.
Yeah, yes. So my mother has spoiled my. She also gave him anytime there were leftovers. He got leftovers and
yeah.
pepperoni sticks. So
Yeah.
he was in hug
He
heaven.
was living high off the log, man.
So
So he had a great Thanksgiving.
he had a great Thanksgiving. We
yeah,
had
he's ready for the holiday. He's ready for Christmas. He's like, I'm going back. You know?
Yeah, that's
he'll
cool.
be in the car ready to go probably tomorrow.
You
Right.
mean we're not going yet? We're not going yet?
He
That's so sweet.
That's funny. That's
it is
hysterical.
funny. It is funny because, like I said, she likes dogs okay, but she's not like, "Oh, please let me pet your dog. Let me."
Right. I
No,
don't
but
mind.
still,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
she takes care of him because she likes him and he's
Yeah.
part of you.
Well,
and
she
everything,
likes
but-
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
So she takes care of him because of
there's
you.
that.
So there's that.
But
yeah.
anyway,
Well, we
so
found
that
out
was
that Abner doesn't like another thing. He won't eat spinach unless it's got butter on. Just won't eat
Well,
it. He won't.
But everything is
eat it.
better with butter.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it has butter on it, he's not a big fan of shrimp because it doesn't crunch.
It's probably the texture thing.
So Mikey was putting away some stuff, and he dropped some sweet potato, and
Oh, he
thinking the
does.
dog was going to click it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
clean it up.
He
No.
was like not having this.
Ugh.
Mikey saw him there, thinking he had stepped. So I turned around and slapped right
Right
into
into
it.
it. Mm.
Splattered it all over the kitchen floor. So I had to wash the kitchen floor. So we found another thing that Abner doesn't like: sweet,
Sweet
potatoes.
potatoes.
So
Well,
we're good there.
Tim was telling they've got two little Yorkie mix dogs that
Ankle biters.
yeah, ankle biters, yippers.
That's what I call them, ankle biters. I used to have an ankle biter, so no hate mail.
Right.
That's just what I call them, ankle biters.
And so my daughter-in-law had gotten them some. Tim called it human food. It's human dog food,
Yeah.
but it had carrots and peas in it.
Right.
And
The stuff in the refrigerator section of the
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the dog was eating the food and picking out the carrots
Well, of course.
and leaving the carrots laying all over the kitchen floor. And
Yeah.
Whatever. And
Dogs.
carrots are good for him. See, now, my sister's dog will eat roasted carrots, but he won't eat regular carrots, like whole
Like
carrots,
raw.
raw carrots.
Yeah.
See,
Whereas my guy likes the raw
Raw,
better than
yeah.
the cooked.
well, and yours eats celery.
Oh, wait, that's his treat. We started
love
that
celery?
because my husband...
it's super crunchy.
Well, that and he goes in and out so much that every time he gets a treat when he comes back in,
He
the
would be a
guy's
fat-
already
He'd be a fat man.
he already is getting to be a little bit of a fat man, but he so we started with the celery and he loves it. He absolutely loves it. He's like so
Right. That's perfect.
So we do that more so because he does have a tendency to take too many, but other than that, and we spent a couple of the days last week decorating, getting the stuff up, and I finally dragged everything out of the shed and put it in a couple of downsizing to the boxes because I realized that every year you go in, you're like, oh, I need ribbons, so you run in because it's 70% off.
Yeah.
So you buy 3 rolls, you use about a quarter of it, and then you throw it in the box. So I realized, I thought I better go and find out what I actually have before I go and spend.
Go shopping.
Because you buy one and you got 3 free at Joann's on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And probably today too. But it was like, and you get so tempted with that.
Yeah, because it's always so pretty, and you think, oh, I could do. At least I do.
Yeah. The only thing is, I think I may, if they still have any, is the bigger ones, the 100 yards where you can like wrap a tree or do some of that stuff with it.
Yeah.
Those are a
could
good
wrap
deal when
Abner.
you can get. He's got his own sweater.
I know.
I got him a sweater.
You need to
So-
come over a little. You need to come this
I
way.
need to
You're
come-
like almost off. There we go.
Well, it's okay. You can see me. I'm bigger than
We can
life.
hear you just fine.
See, so I'm bigger than life. So we're already getting ready for Christmas, and I've got stuff in the boxes. And my sister came in the front door, and she's like, "What the hell?" And there's all this stuff stacked. I said, "That's Christmas. Don't look in there." So anyway, we got all that started, and I ordered some stuff this weekend, and I was so tempted. I don't know about you. Well, you guys probably didn't go online as much, but I was so tempted. All of the yarn places had 20
Yes,
and
they
30%
did.
Yeah, I'm sure
off.
they did.
And,
I just I
or
didn't
free
do it.
shipping or things like that. So,
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I was so tempted on quite a few of them. And I'm sorry, guys, I didn't, and I didn't even go shopping yesterday for small business. I thought, well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going out and about because I knew I would spend a small fortune.
Up at
But
Mom's.
that's helping the economy.
Well, yeah, that's
so-
true. But
and especially small
it's not
business.
helping
Yeah.
my disaster of a house. So, and I've got
Well,
more
that's
than
your
enough.
problem, though, not our problem or their problem.
Well, yeah, but I did get yarn for us to see today, and I've got 2 projects to show. See, so and Mika's
I
got a
have
big
nothing.
project. She made this funky thing when she
I
was
did,
on vacation.
and I
so-
don't have it. I don't have the physical object anymore, so I'll just put a picture of it up on Instagram for you guys to see. But essentially, my mother-in-law wanted a new doily.
which turned into a pot doily.
It did end up being more like a bowl, because I said I'm freeforming it because I didn't want to look for a pattern.
That's a rabbit hole too. You go down.
So I freeform crocheted a thing so that she had something other than Christmas for her one plant that she wants to have on an antique table. So
Well, if she had gotten the off-white like she originally wanted, she would have. It would have been water stained because she has a plant there.
right.
So the
I'm
teal
trying to
would be
rationalize.
better.
I know.
Yeah, we're trying to help her out there on this side.
I ended up initially she said she wanted it in cream, and then she ended up picking teal, which was the color I suggested that she do. But I ultimately left it in her decision to make, and she picked. It's cute. It's
cute.
fun.
It
It's
did, it was nice.
multicolored teal.
And it has a ruffle and it goes
Yeah.
around a pot, so you can kind of picture a crochet
Yeah, like I want to
things.
put like a ribbon around it and like tie it up so that
Yeah.
it's super. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I digress. It's hers now, and I'll put a picture up so you guys can see it.
So she spent all week doing that instead of working on
Instead
your,
of working on my knitting,
Your
I
knitting?
did that, and Yeah.
I knitted.
But you knitted too.
I knitted like a trooper.
She knitted
She
like
did.
a trooper. She
and
did.
this is good because she's going to show us.
Oh, it's behind me.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is. We've been
I'll
talking
take
about
these off since
Mapito,
everybody else
Yes.
has theirs off.
yeah.
and this is
But I'm still gonna put them
the
here.
pattern. The pattern.
My goodness.
Look at the size of this sucker.
This is the yarn we showed you last week.
Yeah, the with the glittery in it,
Yeah.
and
Look at how big this is, guys.
this
And
is
it's still-
2 full skeins, and I still didn't finish the
the
pattern.
pattern.
I just stopped.
Just stopped.
Okay.
But that's okay. But this is Mpito.
It is Mapito,
This is Mpito. So this is one that we're talking about doing for
Right.
the knit along.
kind of
And the-
knit along or whatever when
and
you're
the pattern
watching
does
us.
state when to your desired
love it.
length
I
or
think
when
it's
you run
pretty
out
pretty.
of yarn.
Yep.
So the one that, and I'll bring mine next week so we can we'll bring that again.
This will go well with what you've got on.
Yeah, how about if
actually-
I just wrap it around me? Right?
Oh yeah, there you
Several
go.
times.
Me and Rudolph.
Yeah, there you go.
Me and Rudolph. Look at, I could do it like 3 times around. Look, that's
Yeah.
plenty big. I think you could get away with 1 skein. This
Yeah,
is
you
2
can.
skeins. Which
Yeah, you could
goes,
definitely do 1 skein.
Well, you
could go 3 skeins, whatever.
can do whatever
long
you
You
want.
probably could use a good bit of 3 skeins, and then you could we could all wrap up in it.
Right.
Right.
Because it starts
But
out
this
with
is
more
so
soft.
squishy and soft.
Well, since I
oh my
since
God.
I
What
brought
is the
it,
yarn?
it is
We talked about
Is
it
this
last
Haute?
week.
Is
Haute,
this,
Haute yarn.
Haute knit.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
my
That was
gosh,
our
this is so.
And the funny thing is, sitting under my mother, I have this chair I sit in at my mother's house,
And she has a chair she sits in at her house.
well, yeah,
She has her own spot.
She has her own chair here too.
Yeah, she has her own chair here too.
they let me sit wherever I go.
Yeah.
Anyway, the lampshade on the lamp by the chair where I sit was yellow, and it changed the colors.
Oh yeah.
It changed the appearance of the colors. It's like purple and gold, and what I was seeing was brown and yuck. And I kept thinking, I don't remember this yarn being brown.
Right.
It's
And
not.
It's not. It's so
it's-
cute. It's got yellow.
It's got like almost every color in it.
Pink.
It's,
It reminds me
Purple.
of my high school. Our high school colors were purple and gold.
Yeah, it's similar to that, and it's got a little bit of pink and a little cream. I love it.
Yeah.
It does show up on there though too, kind of brown.
Yeah.
It does.
But
It does.
it's really not brown, guys. It's purple and
It's
yellow
And does great.
and pink and
It's
yeah.
so pretty.
cream
And
and
sparkles.
Lots of sparkles. I like the
Lots of
sparkles.
sparkles.
lots of sparkles.
So yeah, that looks really
Uh,
good. So there's the
This
there's
is
the
fun. And
Mpito.
you're gonna do a stripe one too.
Yes, I'm going to do the stripe one. I'm going to do, and I grabbed some yarn that I'm considering for the faded stripes. Is that the-
Fading stripes.
fading stripes. I was going to bring the pattern and I forgot. But this, I think I've shown this before. This is
Yeah, we've shown the
fiber
yarn.
optics.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, you can see these colors. I'm thinking
You're gonna do 4.
I may do 4.
You are.
Well, you can use a bunch of minis if you want
Yeah.
to. But I'm thinking I could do those 4.
I love that.
Wouldn't that be stunning?
I love the green and the blue together anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah.
the main reason I like the Seahawks, only because I like their colors. It's funny.
What's their mascot though?
A Seahawk?
It's a hawk.
It's a hawk, like a bird.
Well, I mean, you and everybody's is it a mascot?
Yeah,
remember?
it's a mascot. I did that in the game.
But anyway, this is the yarn dyer is fiber optic. The lady's name is Kimber Baldwin,
Yes.
Yeah.
and she's out of Cincinnati. And this yarn is called her cashmere. It's superwash merino wool.
10%.
Cashmere, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. And the color is snowflake.
Which I would not think snowflake.
This is citron.
Okay.
This is parakeet. And this is bluebird.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right. Well,
And we did
we'll
get
see
that
what-
in Columbus, right, when we were there.
Yes, when we went to the Vogue Knitting
Yeah,
Live in
yeah.
Columbus.
Yeah.
That's where I
Like
got it. So it's
2
been
years ago.
It was a year ago this past October, so
Yeah.
a year ago.
Yeah, so it's been sitting, actually it's been sitting at Sue's house, but last night in the middle of the night when I woke up for no apparent reason, I thought,
That's what we're
this
gonna
is
do.
the yarn I'm going to use.
There you go.
There.
Yeah.
So
So-
that's
I think that'll be
next
good.
on your next on your.
So
next
next
on the
week-
needles, yeah.
Yeah, next week she'll have. I mean, we don't expect her to have it done.
yeah,
we don't.
No, you have to have it done by next week.
I, mm.
All
do
four
have
skeins.
I have to sleep.
No, you don't.
Says
Just
who?
sleep in your chair. Just wake up, knit, sleep. Wake up, knit, sleep. Yeah, whatever.
She does have to
So
get
that'll
out
be good.
of
So
her
then
chair
we'll-
to eat and go to the bathroom and take a shower.
Going to the bathroom is probably
True.
and showering.
Yeah, but you only have to shower once. I mean, you can shower next Sunday before you come.
Right.
But I'm meeting you on Wednesday for
Oh,
yeah,
Wednesday
that's right.
too, then.
So Wednesday you have to shower on Wednesday too. Yeah. Otherwise,
Just
Always
Wednesday and
something.
Sunday.
Always something.
Just Wednesday and Sunday. That's
Just
the
Wednesday
only
and
time
Sunday.
you have to
Yeah.
shower.
Yeah, and you can bring your knitting, and you can sit there and knit, and then I'll spoon the food in you as you go. So
Right.
we gotta have it
I'm
done.
not believing it. I don't know about you guys.
But anyway, she'll have it started so that you
Yeah.
can kind of make a decision which way you want to go. And yes, there were a lot of comments about yes, they're really
Yeah, they
thinking
really
about it.
wanted
And they
to.
really want to do it.
I think we're gonna. I
Yeah.
think we'll
Oh.
officially start it
like
the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
I
let's
think
get
so.
through Christmas, guys, and
and everything, and then we'll start it. And then hopefully, even on Sunday mornings when we're sitting here chit chatting, we'll all have
all
the
three
one
have.
we're
one of them,
working on.
What we're working on.
You know, to
I
do
would
it.
like to say that the people who took the time to comment, telling us where they were and what they were doing
Oh
for
my gosh,
Thanksgiving,
that's
that was so much fun.
Yes, yes.
Fantastic! I love that.
Yeah,
I
and
love
it's good
that.
to see. We have a new viewer from France.
And we have one from Scotland.
Oh, two
and
from Scotland.
Winnipeg.
Because they're
Manitoba.
talking to each other. Of course, they're chatting with each other and going, you guys got to check these ladies out. So now, of course, their friends are watching too. This is the second lady. She goes, this is number 2 from Scotland.
Cool. And Manitoba. We have somebody
Yeah,
from
Manitoba.
Manitoba.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
we've
probably
gone
get there when
international,
I
guys.
go when I get to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Then I can get to Winnipeg, Manitoba, and maybe get to Edmonton, Alberta, and then I have to go to Victoria, British Columbia. I don't know much about
You
it
know,
this way.
one of our facilities is in Regina, Saskatchewan, and I have, every time somebody new who is not familiar with the provinces or the different areas in
Right.
Canada, and you say Regina,
I know everybody thinks. Well, you know, a lot of
they
people
don't. They
look like, huh?
they look like where are you? No, you said that wrong, and I'm like, no, I didn't. But the best part is Deadpool. Have you seen Deadpool the movie with Ryan Reynolds? Okay, so have you seen it? Deadpool?
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna
have to watch
do it.
Deadpool.
Okay, I'll put it on my list.
The very first, so there's 2 Deadpools, at least
Okay.
2. The first one, the opening sequence, rewatch it like 3 times, you will catch it because he actually mentions Regina, Saskatchewan
really?
in the very beginning
cool.
of Deadpool because I think that's where he's from.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he is
from Canada,
Canadian.
but I think he's from Regina.
Well, isn't
have
that Queen Elizabeth? Isn't Regina got something to do with the Queen too?
I don't know. Our Canadian people help us out. Here.
Yeah, because you
I
know
don't-
more about the
I
Queen
honestly
than we
don't
do.
know.
Yeah, but I think that they
That
do. I
makes
think it's
sense.
something to do with the Queen. Because I think don't they have an R on their uniform or something? Because it's
I thought that
Regina
stood
for the
for Royal.
No, I think it stands for Regina. I'll have to look that up, and maybe
I
we'll have
don't know.
information for that next week.
Our Canada people give us.
Yeah,
give
our
us
The
Canada
one
people
that
now.
I had been
Help us out.
watching, The Republic of Doyle, which is on Netflix, which is a Canadian TV series that's, I watched the whole thing. Anyway, it takes place in Newfoundland.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
Newfoundland.
Oh, is that pretty?
That's the Bay of Fundy.
And I don't know, what is it, St. John?
Yeah,
Maybe?
St. John's, Newfoundland.
That is a beautiful town.
It
the
is.
colors are just.
Have you been
so-
there?
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
been there.
jeez.
Of course, she's been
Oh, I
there.
don't want to talk about it anymore.
No, it's really cool.
But
And
it's
that's
really-
where the Bay of Fundy is. And the Bay of Fundy is where it has the most change in your
Yeah,
tide.
yeah.
It can be like 25 feet or something
What?
down where the... Yeah,
Holy
it's awful.
what?
And you can take this boat out to
Whoa.
where it is, and it's this big spiral thing, and And the day we went out, they were rescuing these kids in a canoe because they got too close. And so they have like a rescue boat sitting there or something all the time because they were going out to get these kids because these kids were stuck in the little whirlpool because the water comes down and then the water comes in.
Fresh water and
Yeah,
ocean
no, it's
water?
ocean water.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
really
Wow.
cool. It was really neat. Yeah, we went when we did a cruise. The sweater that you had, that was the sweater I got for that cruise.
For that cruise,
Yeah.
it's over there on
No
the.
problem.
I
can't find
I
the
toted
pattern.
it with me.
Oh,
I
never
never
wore
wore
it. I didn't think you would because it's a little warm out there.
It was
So,
it was cool enough. I
anyway.
could have wore it. But
Vegas.
whatever.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's really great. I told Mikey, I said, when we get to travel again, I said, we're going to get that Winnebago and put the sign on it. And I said, nothing else, it's going to be you and me, in the Winnebago. And I made him to go across Canada, to stop and go to all these places. And we can go to Manitoba and we can meet the lady in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And then she can actually meet up with us and see what it's like. I made him
That
watch
would be good.
Going RV last night. It's on Country Music Channel or something like
Oh,
CMT
oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
And so all these people were buying. So I made him watch it last night, and he's like, "Well, what's this kind and what's that kind?" And I said, "Oh, we need this kind with the bunks so that you can sleep there when you snore like at the back." And I don't want this, and I don't want that. Yeah,
Well, did you get one with pop-out? With pop-outs?
yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah,
has
you
that
have
pop
pop-outs.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's got that. And I don't know if we need a bigger than a C because I think a C would kill each other. It's a little too small.
Are you
Okay.
talking about you and Mikey or the three of us?
No, the three of us, we actually probably have to have a B or a C, A or a B because we're going to need the bunkhouse. Because we need 3 beds. So, I mean, 2 people can sleep in the king in the back, which would be okay, but you need to have another bed.
Well, she's
And a
not
bed
gonna,
bed.
She's not going to sleep in it anyway. She's just going to get a hotel room.
Either
Very
that,
likely.
Oh my
either that,
gosh!
or you two can drive the Winnebago to the next stop,
And you'll fly.
and I'll fly.
You'll fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll
No,
fly.
I think in a
So-
Winnebago I'd be okay, but if you make me camp in a tent,
Nah.
that won't be happening.
No, I
That's
think we need to
teasing.
do that. So I'm going to get up here and I'm going to show you what I did this week.
Yeah. What did you do?
This is a mitten I made.
Oh, look at the mitten.
Okay.
That
Now
is
there
really
you go.
pretty.
And
There's
it's a
no
basic.
thumb.
No, because this one I haven't done it yet. Okay.
Are you steeking it?
Yeah, you sort of do. See this? This is waste canvas here. This little green one. You take that out. You pick up these 8 stitches and these 8 stitches, and then you make your thumb.
And then you make your thumb. How freaking smart is that?
I know. How freaking smart is that?
Look at that, guys. See the little green there?
Yeah. How freaking smart is that? So I only got the mitten.
Brilliant.
done. Yeah. And I think his podcast, there was one on YouTube. I think it's called I think it's called Nitwit. I don't know for
Okay.
sure, but I
okay.
think that's what it. But if you look how to put a thumb in a mitten, he comes up. He's like the first 2 or so. And so all I watched of it was the fact that, because at first it tells you to pick up these 8 stitches, knit these stitches on waste canvas, and you're like, waste yarn, and you're like, what the hell? And then you have to pull this across, so you have to make it really loose. And then I'm thinking, well, how in the hell am I going to pick that up? I'm only got 8 stitches, but you have the 8 up here when you come back around.
Right.
Oh,
So-
sure.
Yeah.
And this is the yarn. This is Blackwaddle. And we got this in Minnesota. And I can't remember the name of it. Hold on. It's called, I don't remember the name. It doesn't really have one, just a specialty
Yeah, it does.
blend. Does it?
Oh, no, it is Blackwaddle is the name of the
Company, and it just says specialty blend. They did, it comes out of Australia. And I looked online when I started this last week. I started it like last Saturday. Feel it. It's really soft.
Oh,
It
that
is
is
really
nice.
soft.
Really soft. It's a DK weight.
Yeah,
and
that
it's
is nice.
really soft to work with. And
Well, because it's alpaca yarn.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it
so
comes
it's
out of
Blackwaddle
Australia.
is the
Yeah, you can't really see it too
yeah,
well.
it's
But anyway.
washing out. There we
There you
go.
go. Okay. And it comes from Northern Australia. Anyway, they had their virtual fair on like the 22nd. Okay. Which would have been our 23rd or something. It was actually, I
How
thought,
long-
great, I can buy more yarn because this is one of their specialties. And they had a whole bunch of these neons in DK, right? So I get on, wrong. It was I was on the next. They're on the next day because they're 24 hours ahead of us.
Right.
And I was thinking, oh, great, I can order this. And I got all excited, and I went and I got my papers and my everything to do it on my iPad. And next thing you know, I'm like, what do you mean I can't do it? It's over. It's only 7 o'clock. And then I'm thinking, okay, what's the time change? Well, it's 24 hours from now. So then I realized I couldn't get any more. So Blackwaddle, I'm going to call you.
I was going to ask you how long it took to get here, but then you bought that in Minnesota.
I bought this in Minnesota. It was the only one they had. And it's so soft. I mean, it's really soft
It
and
is
fuzzy.
super soft.
And it's great
Because
to
it
work
has
with.
alpaca in it.
Yeah, and it's so easy to work with. It was so easy to work with.
I'll tell you what
So-
it is, guys. It is. Well, this is funny because it says it's 100% superwash merino and 25% nylon.
Yeah, I don't think the tag is what it's supposed to be.
That's what it says. 100% superwash merino and 25% nylon.
Yes, it does say that.
Yeah, and when you look
Look
it up,
guys. I'm not making this up.
no, she's not.
It says 100% superwash merino and 25% nylon.
But I think this is because this is
Yeah, that's-
8-ply. They
This
have
is
their
4-ply.
Okay, but it's
It
wrong.
says it's 4-ply.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
You know what? The only thing is I was wondering too if because
There is
it was
no alpaca in it, guys.
but it's so soft.
It's Blackwaddle alpaca yarn and fiber is the name of the company.
Right, and it's in Australia.
Them Australians, they have that 125%.
Right.
Well, then, okay, that makes better yarn because you've got more in it.
Yes,
Right.
better.
You know, I'm
More than
I'm
100%.
I'm wondering if this isn't the right tag for that yarn because when I found it online, it was 8-ply, and so. But anyway, so
whatever.
that's
It's a very soft yarn.
it is. It's a very soft yarn. So, and now I have to do the second mitten. I just didn't do it because I was decorating for the holidays.
Right.
And I started my hipster, barely, as you can kind of see. I started my hipster.
Yeah, she's got it started.
I got it started, so at least you can see
I
it.
have a funny story to tell about that, so after you talk
No,
about
that's all right. I'm done.
What is making
And
the
my
difference?
husband actually saw the yarn.
it could
And
be
he's
my
like,
phone.
No,
don't
I
know.
think that's me.
Her watch.
He's like, what the hell? How many skeins of yarn is that?
One.
And I said, one. He goes, well, no wonder there's no room in this house.
That one skein took up all the room in your house?
No, he's thinking all the other ones.
All the other ones.
Oh.
If all the other ones were that size.
Yeah.
This skein is like the size of my head.
It's huge. It's
It's
500
very big.
something. It's Miss
It's a very,
Babs.
very big skein.
Yeah,
It is.
her yowza is very big. So anyway, we're gonna work on remember last week we had the drop stitches where you
Yeah,
put the yarn over?
on the hipster. So this is her beginning of hipster.
I'm up to
And
the
I'm going to
first
talk
yarn
about
over.
this little right here in just a second.
Okay.
This little.
Anyway, and I did the first drop and it looked really cool. Okay. And then I went to the second one and it was like I had an extra loop and I thought, okay, do I knit that? Do I knit two together? So then I got panic stricken, so I put it.
So she's going to have
So
to.
I'm going to have to go through it with the three of us later to figure out how to do it. So, anyway, besides, I had to put up all my blow-ups, and I had to go through all the Christmas stuff and things like that. So I had other things to do. So that's it. Oh, and I did buy a new yarn this week. Okay, one other thing. It came in the mail.
Squishy mail.
Squishy mail. This is from Kate Made Fiber Company. She's out on the East Coast. I think it's New Jersey. Okay. This is a DK weight. It's a superwash merino.
I really like that
Isn't
color.
that pretty? And the color is googly-eyed squid. Isn't that fun? Yeah. So it's going to be a hat or mittens or something.
Googly eyed.
Googly-eyed squid. I buy things because I love the names. Isn't that just cute? And when I get in the Container Store, and like when I get to the dollar store, oh, look at how cute this is! I gotta pick it up. So there you go.
I
She's,
always blow out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she started
go.
her career
Keep
with
me.
textiles and things like that. She worked for Plymouth Yarn Company at one time. She had her own shop. Now she dyes online. Very, very interesting lady. She learned from her mom. So I read about her and I thought, oh, I gotta have that. So
Gotta have it.
I did. I thought the name
Googly-eyed squid.
Don't you think? It's cool. I thought that's okay. I'm gonna do that. So
Yeah.
that was mine this week. So
Yeah, I digress. I didn't do much this week.
well, you were
But okay, so
away.
I am going to tell that quick little
Okay.
story about
You
the
want me
garter
to pull that
tab.
up?
No. They know
Okay.
what it is. The garter
Okay.
tab. So
I'm gonna be right back.
yep. That particular pattern, knitting pattern, was like the first pattern that I did.
A garter tab.
No, in knitting, period.
Right, because it had no pearls.
But,
all knit.
but it was still the first one that I
Right.
did where it wasn't Marcia going, here, this is how you do this. This
Right.
was like I started it on my own.
And did it all on your
But I
own.
had been in the yarn shop, for quite some time, crocheting and listening to all the knitters. And so the one thing that I picked up on was don't read ahead, just do what the pattern tells you to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't read ahead. I just did
Did
what
it.
the pattern told me to do. And then not being a knitter, really, and not understanding what a garter tab actually is.
Right.
That particular, the way, and it's a Hohe pattern, so there's nothing wrong with Hohe. It was
No.
really the way that I was interpreting
The tab.
and not being a knitter and not understanding what a garter tab is, and so the first paragraph in that, where she's telling you about the end result pattern,
Yeah.
she says something to the effect that this is a traditional one where you add a stitch on either side
Yes. Except you
or
have
whatever.
2 stitches in each side.
or whatever, where you increase on both sides,
Right.
to make this shape. And then it goes into the garter tab instructions. And so here I'm thinking, well, I just need to increase on both sides,
Yep.
right? And so it says to cast on 2, blah, 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 and then, or 3 or whatever
3.
it is. And so I did that, and I'd add stitches on either side.
Every other row.
And the next thing I know, I have this triangle. Because I'm adding stitches on either, because I'm silly and I'm not reading ahead and not really doing what the pattern is telling me to do, but whatever.
Right.
So I went, and then it says like, pick up the stitches along the whatever edge. And I'm like, I don't have a rectangle. I have a triangle, and I'm a math person, so I do know the difference between a rectangle and a triangle. And I'm like, I don't get this. So finally I took a picture of it and I sent it out to our group of friends. And I said, what the flock of birds? What did I do wrong? And Kristen, she actually ended up calling me
And to explain.
and then telling me,
Right.
no, just do the 3 stitches, turn and knit the 3 stitches, and then pick up the stitches along
Right.
the edge.
Right.
But it was so funny because I remember sitting in my husband's office watching TV, trying to do the garter tab, and getting so frustrated with just doing a garter tab, guys. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, at first I thought it was written wrong because I had never done a 24 row.
yeah,
I mean, the center part of this one is pretty big,
yeah.
I mean,
don't-
you're at the top. I mean, this is the center part of this piece. And I had never done a 24 row.
Well-
I mean, usually they're 9 or 12 stitches or something like this. This is a good size.
Yeah, it's a good size garter tab.
Garter tab, so
But it was rather
interesting.
it was rather funny.
Yeah, I can imagine to do that. So.
And now I say you don't need to read all the way ahead, but you can read a little bit ahead.
Yeah. Well, some patterns, I have to admit, I will. If I had picked this up, I would have read through and gone at the beginning of the next row, blah, blah. Okay, the textured band. You want me to what? Okay, well, we'll put this one at the bottom of the pile and move on to something else. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I want to figure this out. But I think I have an extra stitch somewhere there. And
Well,
I
then
probably
we'll just
don't.
knit two together, whatever.
So we'll do
we'll make it
together.
work.
So anyway,
make it work.
we'll make it work. Because that's how they tell you too. That's how we also said. The pattern is just a suggestion.
It's just a suggestion.
So you don't, you know, you're not stuck totally on that.
back.
So
You're back.
anyway, well, we didn't miss you at all.
I just told my little garter tab story.
You missed
Okay.
it. But
It's
we're not
okay.
going to say it again.
No.
Sorry, when you have to
Nope.
leave, you have to leave.
You gotta go when you gotta go.
Nature calls.
Nature called.
I really don't have much more for a little elf this week.
No, I don't have much more either,
I don't.
and
The
I think
I've been a slug. Like literally, I haven't gotten a single knitted thing done in like forever.
we need to talk about that.
I know.
I saw something really interesting
I've gotten
on.
crochet things done though.
Well, there's that.
and I got sewing stuff done. How did your bag work? Okay,
It's fantastic.
good.
I was watching Saturday morning on CBS,
Okay,
and they were talking about this new app that you can get, and it's called What 3 Words, and it is. What they've done, and the developers of the app have taken the world and divided it into 10-foot squares,
okay.
and each square throughout the world has a 3-word name. And if you know
Stop it.
the 3-word name, you can pinpoint where someone is. So if I were to get out my phone and put in,
So like it knows where you are because of your location.
because of the GPS on your phone.
GPS location, and so it gives you your 3 words of where you are right now.
Yes.
Stop it, really? Oh my gosh.
This is fun. I think I want to do this.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to.
Crucial Fiasco Collect. Is where we are right now. Now, if I would go
I
over,
would say that's almost
Correct.
correct. That's
well, if we would
It's
go out
crucial
on
for
the
us
deck,
to watch
it would
us.
change because it's
it's
only
another 10 feet.
another
out.
10 feet out.
Yeah.
And my house, from my recliner, is something about recipe is one of the words, and I thought, boy, that
Well,
should.
it is way off.
No recipes.
But a pattern is a recipe.
It's
Okay.
a recipe for knitting.
Okay,
Yeah.
but anyway, it's a free app.
Okay.
It's called What 3 Words,
Okay.
What 3 words?
and
How'd you find this? On
they
Saturday
were
morning?
talking about it on Saturday morning, and I sat there and downloaded it,
That's hysterical. I love it.
and I put it
So
in.
you guys tell us what 3 words
Words you are.
are.
Yes.
Maybe we can figure it out.
We should be able to figure it out
Oh, well, no.
from
Sure. Go
But-
for it.
who knows.
I mean, can you put
Well,
in a
we're
word
crucial fiasco collect right now.
like? But we're not a fiasco. But sometimes we are a fiasco.
I am.
We're pretty much a fiasco.
The 3 of us together, you guys
You can hear it.
we
Is that appropriate or not?
Is that
are a
appropriate for the
fiasco.
three of us? But yeah, that's how we did. So that'll be fun. We'll
Yeah.
do that.
I
We'll
like
But that
get
was, I just
together.
thought that was fun, and I like the fact that they had assigned, there's a certain number of words that they have chosen, and then the words are combined together into 3 words, and each 10-foot square is unique. So that if I say
Oh my gosh.
crucial fiasco, what was the last word?
Collect. Because
then
we're collecting yarn.
we could
We
pinpoint,
collect
you
yarn?
could pinpoint where we are,
we are.
specifically using this app. You could, right down to the
No stalkers.
yeah, no stalkers. Right down to the dining room table. I just
Which
thought that.
we flock around.
And what happened was this lady was on a beach in England, and she was walking along the beach with her husband, and her husband collapsed, and she called 911, and she was trying to tell them where she was so they could send an ambulance. And she said, "Oh wait, I have this app. What 3 words app?" She told them what the 3 words, and they came right to her on the beach.
Oh my God. That's so cool.
Isn't that cool? And
That is cool. That's cool. That's better than having my watch.
That's better than having your watch.
And that's cheaper than my watch.
Yeah, this is free, which is really reasonable.
Don't tell Mikey he'd want to return it. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was a really cool app to share with you all. So let us know what 3 words you
Yeah,
are.
what 3 words are. How fun is that? And you can get it with your friends and your family too to find out what 3 words to see how descriptive that really is.
Yeah,
So-
see how accurate those 3 words are for you.
Well, yeah, and recipe would be the pattern that you're working
Well,
on. Because
and
most people would think pattern would be like a design if they got the word pattern. So I'm thinking recipe
Whatever.
is because you were doing things together.
I think it was because I was sitting in my recliner, and that was the words that were assigned to that particular spot.
Right.
But
Yeah.
who knows? I was trying to explain to my mom how this all worked, and she really didn't understand. And
My mom doesn't
That's
either.
okay.
She just thinks it's great that it goes whoosh across the sky
yeah,
and
it's
goes up and down and gets to the phone. She just thinks it's hysterical when you can do FaceTime. She just doesn't get it. She thinks that is the best thing, the Skyping and the FaceTime and everything. She just thinks that, what a great way to stay together. Because my sister's having surgery in a couple of weeks, so she didn't come up. And so we went and Petey got together and we FaceTimed. She FaceTimed Madison when she got home from school and everything, so Mom could at least see her and stuff. So because she's afraid with the COVID,
sure.
She didn't
Particularly if she's going in for surgery, she wants to be extra careful. That was the thing with our family. We started out. Typically, we all get together for Thanksgiving, and my mother cooks because that's our tradition.
Yeah.
And I got up there, and my younger son and his wife were there, and they cooked for us for Thanksgiving. And my daughter-in-law is a vegan, so she fixed a vegan Thanksgiving, which was really very nice. And anyway, and then my brother's side of the family were to come on Thanksgiving Day, but Mom called them and said, "Hey, you know what?
With everything going
on and all the warnings going out, let's not get together for Thanksgiving." And I think we're not going to get together for Christmas.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm just going to have
Just do Skype or
what I thought was
a virtual dinner.
I'd have all
That'd be fun.
I would get typically I shop on Amazon anyway.
Right.
So I'm just going to have their Christmas gifts delivered directly to them.
Good idea.
I can get them wrapped.
Right.
And then we can Skype on the day.
Right. That'd be.
But I'll go up and spend, a couple days before Christmas
Put Rudolph
and Christmas
before
Day
so
with
we
Mom.
Can say goodbye. So,
Is it time to say goodbye?
pretty much.
Yeah,
Is it?
I don't know.
I have this one curl.
You do.
You
Yes.
do.
Can you see it?
I like it.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
You got a flip there.
You need another flip on this side.
This side isn't as curly.
Yeah,
It
it is.
just okay.
Sure it is.
There it is. Look. Okay, now you got it. Looks like your antlers.
looks like my wings.
Yay! So wings on that will.
Do I have to put my glasses back on?
Yeah, we're gonna.
So we can sign off.
We can sign off.
Okay, sports fans, send us a message. Let us know what your 3 words are. Send us a message. Let us know what this sign is.
Yeah.
Send us, and we love your comments. Thank you all for watching. We welcome you, and we enjoy being able to do this for you. So,
And for us.
and what?
And for us,
us.
we like doing it, period. So
Yeah, we do.
we get a kick out of it.
We do.
We entertain ourselves every week.
Guys, have a good week.